Hello guys. Today I'm here in school and let me prepare for my action research. Here are the elements of action research in preparation for research festival. Hopefully guys, natapos ko ito. Because this coming Friday is the submission of this. Here are the content. Hello, the internet connection is good. Okay, here are the component of action research. First is the title page, and then of course the abstract, and then acknowledgement, content and rationale, innovation, intervention strategy. The sixth part is the action research questions. Then in action, in Roman number 7, action research methods. In action research method, content or participants and or other sources of the data influence. After that, we have the discussion of the result. Discussion of the result. Of course, we have the action plan, references, financial reports. We have Roman A, research proposal, application form, and endorsement of immediate supervisor, declaration of anti-plagiarism, and research instrument, sample consent, timetable, Gantt charts, schedule of activities, data sets, pictures saved during implementation of research. The sources of this is from the debit order, something like that. Okay, now when we speak of the title page, you are going to write also your title in of your action research, and the abstract. When we speak of abstract, this is the sections that summarizes the study, that explaining briefly its objectives, methodology, and findings. Simple as that, guys. That's the abstract. And in the acknowledgement, you are going to acknowledge all the people behind in your action research, your immediate supervisor or the statistician, also your participants. That's the example of acknowledgement. In the content and the rationale, what you are going to discuss there is about your methods, content and rationale that includes, for example, your simple introduction, your participants, you're going to explain there, and Jean, in your intervention and strategy, what you are going to put is your innovation in your research. For example, in your study, about using technology. O, di ba? You are going to innovate. Like, for example, integrate the e-learning. That's the innovation in order to hide the performance of your student or pupils. Then, and the action research questions. The questions it's all about in your research. And the methods, of course, the methods that decompose of participants, your source of data, data gathering methods, and data analysis. For example, in the participants, that's your respondents. Source of data on how to collect your data. You are going to give retest or post-test and data gathering procedure or data gathering method. That's answer the questions. And then that certain question, you have a questionnaire there. And then after that, you are going to collect the data. And then data analysis, you are going to use the statistical tools in order to analyze the data. And the same time, there you are going to discussion of the result and reflection. Okay, during the discussion and result of your data, you are going to answer the certain questions of your action research. For example, if you have a three questions there, you are going to answer that three questions based on uh, that questions based on and you are going to base of your statistical tools that you are going to use in that certain question. For example, the difference. When we speak of difference, you are going to use the test, something like that. And then, and also action plan. You are going to uh, you are going to submit all your action plan. You are going to include in your action plan that you have prepared. Then, for example, is poor. Okay, rationality of the action research classroom data that support the problem. Yeah. And also you're going to research methods, action research method, participants, source of data, data gathering methods, data analysis. Okay, that's the part of action research method. Action research, work plan, and timetable. There we have the three pre-implementation, implementation proper, and post-implementation. For example, in pre-implementation, you are going, for example, you're going to prepare for the content of the lesson plan. For example, in my that's you are going to write the pre-implementation. For example, in my study, preparation of the lesson plan, content of the lesson plan in website using e-learning, something like that. And then of course, at the right side, we have the time, the month, and the year, the date also. Okay, and then in the post implementation proper, for example, that's the pilot testing. Okay, for example, the whole duration of July and October, that's their pilot testing of your study. And then in the post implementation of the study, you're going to administer the post test, and then after that, you are going to write the data analysis of your study. And at the same time, in the right side, the date, the month, the date, the year of the study that you are going to be implemented. And then also we have the cost estimate. And in the cost estimate, we have the items, cost per unit, number, and the total cost. After that, we are going to summarize. And then at the end of the action research, we have references. In references, you are going to cite all the references that you have gathered, the the citation you are going to put there in your references, who is says that you are going to put also in the references all the authors you are going to put in the references. But that's the part of the action research. So for example, in the appendix, they are going to put research proposal application, something like that. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Next, see you next vlog. Bye.